Guys, I'm going to try to narrate this painting. I'm just laying in the colors of the sky and the foreground here, which is a field. Here I go painting in the mountains, and I will tell you the colors that I've used in the description here. I'll try to narrate that. There's the middle ground, and I'm just mixing in some of these. Added some of those grapes and lots of leaves after I drew the perspective, those lines of this vineyard, which, believe it or not, I've never painted a vineyard in grapes. I spent a lot of time on the sky, and I love these very dramatic skies, you know, Alizarin Crimson, Cadmium Red, some purple, and just a swirling kind of stroke, as you see, for clouds. And it's all about light and dark in this case, you know, for a dramatic sky. You see my three blues there, Cobalt, Ultramarine, and Manganese blue there. And I'm going to start working on the foothills, these mountains, which I did use some Hooker's green and some of these blues mixed in, you know, for the atmospheric distance. I love putting in this fog kind of in between the mountains. Here we go at leaves, and more leaves, sort of with my medium-sized brush. There's rows and rows of these grapevines. And, yep, you can see how I'm doing that. It's an interesting little director's view, which is on my Samsung phone. I thought I would try that. So lots of rows of grapes. And there I am. I'm working on the middle fields there, which is going to be some wheat. Just, I'm using a smaller brush. Starting to add some detail. Even in the background, I like some detail. And yeah, you see that with those closer and closer foothills. You can see the scale of this painting. It's not small. Here I'm going to add the wheat with yellow oxide. And I gray down these background colors with a complementary color, right? I'm adding orange to my blue because these are far away. And here I am starting on the grapes, which, as I said, I've never painted grapes. Boy, did I enjoy that. These are the middle fields here, the middle ground, just brightening it up a little bit. And I love to add that little highlight there in the background. It gives definition to it. Highlights, again, really brighter colors with some grayed down colors on these leaves. And I'm using some greens, you know, like Thalo Green, which is a very bright green. And here's my ultramarine blue, which I did use on my grapes. And the same colors I used in the background, Alizarin Crimson and Thalo blue, or sorry about that, not Thalo, ultramarine blue, manganese blue. Here we go. We've got to have some poppies in there with that beautiful color, which is cadmium red medium. And I drew those little houses in to give some life to this painting. Boy, but I spent a lot of time in the grapes. And some of those grapes are my star players, you know, the three rows there. And of course, grapes are bigger in the foreground and they get smaller as you go. That's how you have perspective in a painting. You've got to think, I'm painting the sides of this canvas because it will not have a frame. And I am doing this for a church here in Istanbul. And the idea is, I am the vine, you are the branches. I did paint that on there in Turkish. Here's the end.